Welcome back to Soul Path Dreaming. If you are new here, hello. If you are a long-time visitor, welcome back. As you know, I go live on Facebook Sundays and Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we do a pile reveal where Tuesday afternoon you are part of the collective reading. You choose which pile gets read for Wednesday. So today's reading is pile B, where actually this week's piles were a tie. So I just thought it would be easier to read them consecutively. Which is interesting because we've never gotten a tie. So maybe that means energetically we're in a balance. So, that being said, let's just hop right into these piles. Do you need to think more or simply get with the work? Do you really need to think more or simply get on with the work? So this question is asking, work is a metaphorical word in this instance for what is your work? That could be your job, that could be your relationship. Are you kind of pitter-pattering around about whatever it is? It could even be your inner work, okay? So, let's read what the butterfly says. My intuition is strong and clear. I trust my voice within. So one more time. My intuition is strong and clear, and I trust my voice within. Fantastic. You should always be trusting your inner voice. The next cards are the tarot cards for today. And remember, tarot is not the end-all be-all. They are just simply guidelines or energetic references to how you are doing. They cannot predict the future. They are just a tool to help you further your spiritual growth and development. So the first card is the Six of Pentacles. Pentacles talk about our ability to use our natural innate gifts and work with them. They also talk about how we as human beings understand material abundance. So anything tangible that you can physically feel, that can be money, it can be bills, it can be laughter, it can be anything. It can be a brand new house, a brand new car, it can be really anything. Anything that you are using your gifts to manifest tangibility into your life whilst you are using your gifts. So the Six of Pentacles talks about sharing, that we need to find a balance of giving and receiving. So if you were on Facebook, Pile A also talked about that, having a balance of giving and receiving. We need to understand that if you are always in the receiving because you have a wounding with giving, then you need to find a way where you can balance that out. And the same is for the opposite. If you are always into giving and you have a wounding with receiving, there is some inner work that you need to do to understand why that is happening for you. The next card is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is, I feel, an even better card than the Two of Cups. It talks about collaboration, it talks about happiness, it talks about that new energy feeling, that new friendship vibes, new work buddy vibes, that just that wonderful feeling that you get when your cups are full and you have the ability to share. So this Six of Pentacles is talking about sharing as well. When we have the understanding that sharing helps us meet new people, it helps us get those collaborations, and this can be ideas. It doesn't necessarily have to be our, you know, our gifts. It can be the fruits of those labors. It can be the fruits of your gifts. It can be how we recognize what our truths are. So the Three of Cups is talking about having that collaboration. So we're just going to read what the two cards mean out of the book, and we will start with the Five of Pentacles. So according to the author from the Crow deck, the Crow Tarot deck, as you guys know, I do like to read what the book meanings are because not everybody understands. The Five of Pentacles, or the Six of Pentacles, is generously charitable crows happily share fish since he has two and it is not worried about finding many more. Although he is a compassionate crow, he is not necessarily a philanthropist, as he does not expect a form of paycheck in the future. The Six of Pentacles denotes a time of receiving or offering, helping with strings attached. If this card is in reverse, the giving and taking has become unbalanced. You may find that giving money to a friend who has taken advantage of your generosity, or is you who is not paying it forward to help receive. So just like we talked about earlier, if you are using your gifts and you have the ability to buy a person a cup of coffee in line, or you have the ability to pay somebody's, you know, groceries. I mean, obviously, use your own discretion, or you want to leave a good tip one day. This is what it's talking about. There's no strings attached when you are in this energy. Also, if somebody is trying to do that for you, are you in the energy of accepting that and understanding that you need to leave your pride out of it? Not everybody is just trying to have the strings attached. Some people just do because they like to do, or somebody has done it to them. That's how we shine our light. When there are no strings attached and we are just shining our light because we want to shine our light, we then attract the people that we are meant to attract. That's how we go about this. So the Three of Cups, according to the book, says, hang on. It's time to celebrate. The three crows happily play and drink from a cup overflowing with water. Food is abundant and warms the sun, and the warm sun creates a peaceful glow in the garden. Together they experience a joy that is achieved by the positive energy each crow brings. The crow wants you to know that play is necessary, and we all need to take time to enjoy our friends. If this card was in reverse, it may point out a time where you feel your voice isn't being heard, or you are feeling bullied by a group. Take it as a sign to reconnect with faithful friends that may have drifted away. These two cards are also asking you, are you feeling balanced and aligned? If you are not feeling balanced and aligned, can you have the wherewithal to do the work? The next card is the whoops. Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen, y'all. I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay. Well, there is a glare. Gosh darn it. The next card is the dominance card. This card is talking about, are you asserting your dominance? Let's read what it says in the book. Like all creatures, crows establish a pecking order, and to do so, a stronger bird asserts its power. Dominance indicates that you may feel restricted by someone else or a grave situation. Someone or something might be flexing on you, which causes friction as you may not be able to fight. This card may represent a boss who makes you work overtime, a partner who picks a restaurant every time, or a friend who always has to win. It may indicate that you need to be in control. So this card too is asking you, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to find the balance that you need to receive and to give from your heart space? Do you set up enough boundaries for yourself? And is it something that you can root yourself into? So this last card is from the Lumerian, Beyond Lumeria book. And it is card 2, the root chakra. The root chakra talks about how we root into things. What is our purpose? How can we feel balanced and aligned? But according to the book, it says foundations, grounding, basic needs, survival, identity, physical identity, responsibilities, the place where we build our lives, time, and nature. So to restore this chakra, spend time in nature. Sit and stand barefoot in nature and feel your roots merging with the energy beneath you, considering your foundation and your foundational beliefs. If they no longer serve you, it may be time to reconsider your priorities or the foundations in which you live by. So, this card is suggesting, if we were to go backwards, which we will do now, can you root into the foundation that you currently have? If you say no, or you feel energetically that you are bored, stuck, stagnant, or that things in your life are no longer going the way that you need them to, are you willing to do the work? Are you simply just staying stagnant to stay stagnant because you're comfortable? Can you put in a little extra work? Do you have the ability within yourself to share your gifts, share the seeds of your abundance? And in doing so, are you willing to possibly make better boundaries? Dominance does not necessarily mean it has to be aggressive. A dominant person can just be, these are my boundaries and that's what I'm sticking to, because I love myself enough to know that I'm not going to be a doormat, or I'm not going to allow other people to have checks and balances over me. I'm just going to allow myself to be a human being with safe, loving boundaries. And in doing so, am I willing to connect to other like-minded people and not forget what it feels like to play and bring that aspect into my life? Because after all, I trust my intuition. It is strong and clear. I trust the voices within. So that is tonight's reading for Pile B. If you like these readings, or you would like me to do more readings, or you would even like me to go live here on YouTube, let me know. Have a great night. Namaste.